everybody, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. This is a special song. Nobody requested this, but I've seen the hoopla that's gone on out there about Jason Aldean and he's racist and all this, which I've listened to his music and I like his music, and it's not that. I've never picked up on that. But of course, media being what it's going to be, it sort of drives a certain narrative, and I've learned to look beyond the narrative and just see what's up. But I know this song. I've seen other reactors react to it. I've gleaned what they've had to say about it. Now I'm going to react to it just to see what my thoughts are on this. This is not traditional country by any stretch, but this is more a current social commentary, I guess. Not mine per se, but it sort of is a snapshot of the times. Those of you who may not know what the hoopla has been about, Jason's been called like a racist and all this stuff because of this song where he's deriding violence. Let's see, this is more or less because I already have some thoughts on it. I just don't know what's going to come up when I react. Like when I put headphones on, I'm focused. I get different thoughts on songs than I've ever had before. So let's see what I get watching the video.
Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool, act a fool if you like, cuss out a cop, spit in his face.
First thing to notice is that the first acts of people's faces that you could see who are doing things wrong are white. So that kind of dispels the idea initially that he's going after minorities, if you will, because that's the social narrative of the day regarding the song.
Stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're gonna round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck, try that in.
Alright, there's the next phase of this thing, where this isn't even a racial thing. This is about the government and the Second Amendment right to own guns. I don't own a gun, right? I'm up here in New Jersey. We have the densest population in the country by state, landmass and all that. Cities, obviously, like New York City, Chicago, wherever, have higher density in the city. And the thing about that is there's a lot of backup with cops. One is, if you have a gun and you fire it and miss, the chances are far greater you're going to hit somebody than if you're in the country. And I've spent a lot of time in the South. You get a lot more property in the South. There's a lot less backup with cops back there. You have to protect yourself. But this part of the song, now I don't own a gun. I shot one when I was 12. I went to a gun range and that was it. He's saying his grandfather gave him a gun. So that's special to him. And he's like, you're not taking something my grandfather gave. But he's addressing the government. He's not addressing any particular movement, whether it's Black Lives Matter. He's not even talking about Antifa here or whomever. So, I mean, people just miss the narrative when they take some idea that somebody put in their head. Anyway, let's hear the rest.
In a small town, see how far you make it down the road. Around here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town full of good old boys.
Damn.
Raised up right. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town.
Just about everybody in these videos is white. That's doing something wrong, violent. I don't know how you... There. Was the VENMO.
Try that in a small town. Round here we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't.
That's a fact.
Try that in a small town. Try that in a small town. Try that in a small town.
You know, the crazy thing is, when you cast a racial narrative over a song like this, you're acting like there aren't black folks or Latinos living in small towns. There are. People don't want violence. They don't want it visiting them. In cities, however that goes on, it's not right. Protest, that's fine. That's everybody's right. But there are degrees which protests, beyond which they turn into just outright violence and anarchy. This is one of these things where I just wanted to do it on the channel. I mean, some folks, it's, you know, Jason's in the public eye. He put a song out there. I don't know if he thought it would be this incendiary, but to be accused of racism, this is an anti-violence thing. And I know from reading the comments in the channel and listening to the songs, there's always stuff about small town versus the city. You've got songs about, you know, this one guy didn't have much money. He lived in a, you know, little house out in the country, and he loves this woman. But this woman also has a wealthy guy who lives in the city, and he could treat her to all this. And who's going to get the girl? Who's she going to choose? The guy in the city versus the guy in the country. So it's like a common theme, like city versus country. And with all the violence that went on and such, and then the government saying, oh, we're going to come take your guns away. It's like, you're going to leave me without means of protecting my family if something goes haywire? No, you can't do that. Not only is it the Second Amendment, and amendments get amended, but in the Bill of Rights, you've got the right to bear arms. And I understand it. I don't have a gun. I don't need one. But if I lived on a 50 or 100 acre farm or piece of property, which is where in many parts of this country, it's not just the South. You go to the Midwest, there's a lot of property. You got nobody but yourself to rely upon. You and maybe your dogs. So I got to tell you, man, I get it. So anyway, that's my bit. I'm not going to rate the song. I'm just going to leave it. It's been out there, and a guy like Jason can defend himself, obviously, but inserting a racial narrative just continues to divide us because we're not as divided as the media would want you to believe, and some in the media anyway. I mean, when I go out on my daily things, there's no issues. I mean, we just, you know, most people just want to go to work, maybe go to the grocery store, pick up some things and go home and chill with their family or watching the ball game. I don't know. That's basically everybody. Black, white, Latino, it doesn't matter who. So, all right, guys, have a great day. See you on another video. Be kind to everybody and keep rocking the country.